Tonight, I'm super pleased with the fact that we are continuing to grow as we go. And we're finding a way to win despite needing these reps to help us learn one another and find out cohesiveness. I'm not sure if there's a coach in the country that is probably pleased with what their team is looking like, because there's still things that need to be added, things that need to be enhanced or adjusted before we can kind of hit cruise control and play without me having to scream at the top of my lungs for 40 minutes. With 10 new players, I'm pleased to see all of the different levels of contribution that we're getting, from our starters to our substitutions, our second starters that come in the game. Our bench does a tremendous job of coming in and making an impact. We were dead set on going out to recruit to find players that would allow us to be 15 deep. When their number is called, they're able to come in the game and be able to produce. And that's what we found has been a great thing for us. Even though we may have shooting woes here and there, we have found that our system defensively serves us well, because we're still able to hold teams to a certain amount of points. It's almost like it's the first to 60 type mentality. If we can get to that 60 point before them, we're probably going to win. If we can hold them under 50 points, we're probably going to win. So these things are working in our favor. I applaud my team for those efforts. We still have some work to do. We're not going to rest on our laurels. We're going to continue to give the effort in multiple ways so that we can continue to grow as we go and win.
So the poor shooting tonight was not a result of effort. It was just one of those things.
Yeah, it was. And if I'm being completely honest, we've been spending more time trying to make sure our defensive systems are in place. I need for all of our newcomers to understand how important our scouting is in terms of what we do. We understand that any night you could come in and you can make or miss shots, but every night you can come in and dictate on the defensive end. So we put a lot of responsibility on the players to be sharp thinkers, high communicators, and be willing and able to make multiple efforts on the defensive end. We have a lot of schemes for a lot of different things and different sets that teams may run so that we can kind of disrupt what they're doing. So shooting woes, they'll be there. Do they make me nervous? Yes. But I know that the day is going to come where our offense will have the same level of consistency as our defense does, and then we're going to be a great ball club.
How's it been coming? This is your third college team, and how has it been fitting in here with 10 newcomers?
I mean, it's been an adjustment, but I mean, it's nothing that I can't handle. I mean, I like being around them and being around the coaches, so we really gelling together. We really haven't had any problems, so it really just getting to know each other, really just constantly learning how we gonna play with each other. Mm-hmm. So I mean, we're growing, so I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah. And she's a joy to coach. You know, this young lady probably doesn't get enough credit. Tremendous personality. Yeah, tremendous personality, and she is a walking bucket. And she just plays with a toughness about her, and we want her to be able to come here and settle in nicely, spread her wings, and be all that she could ever imagine herself being.
Education Day Friday.
Yes.
Talk about that a little bit.
Education Day. You have yet to experience that here, but it's going to be wild and crazy, and it's going to be loud. The kids are going to be filled up with sugar, sugar, sodas, any sweet thing you can name, and they're going to create the ambiance for us. We want it to be loud. We want it to be overwhelming. We want it to be deafening, and I want them to come and be that sixth man or that 12th woman for us, because Texas Southern is going to be a team. You cannot underestimate them. They're going to bring athleticism, they're going to bring aggressiveness, and they're going to bring a tremendous will and desire to want to win. Everyone that comes in here, they're going to want to break this win streak that we are on. So we have to make sure that we're locked and loaded, and we are primed and ready for whatever it is that they're going to offer up to us in that game. And Education Day serves us well because they are probably our best defenders. As loud as it is in the gym, it's hard for the offensive team to kind of hear play calls. So now if they're using visual things, then that helps us to understand what's going to come. So they help us in ways that they never could imagine. I'm excited for it, and I want the kids, parents to come too. Don't just throw them on the bus and bring them. You guys come too so we can fill this arena to capacity.
I know you don't like to look ahead too far, but you've got a very tough December schedule.
And we made it that way.
Yeah.
We wanted to have a gradual build-up as we approach conference play. What you want to do is you don't want to front-load wins and then you get a false sense of who you truly are. I want us to be tested. So we have many different teams with many different types of styles, because that's what the Sun Belt Conference is all about. You meet up with a different coach with a different philosophy. Each game is a new adventure. So I wanted our non-conference schedule to match exactly what we're going to face when we get to conference play. So I love the fact that we're playing Power 5 teams. I love the fact that we had Xavier come in here. Then we're going to have Florida Gulf Coast, and then we're going to have NC State come through. This is great. Then you have Elon. They're tough. They beat us last year. William & Marion's coming in. They have a new coach. They're running great things over there. Great program. I love it. We want it. We want the competition, or as the players like to say, we want the smoke.
Yes, sir.
We want the smoke.
We want all of it.
We want the smoke. We live for that, and that makes for a great game. I think any club or program that we play, there's a passion behind what they're doing, and when both teams can come out there and put that on the floor, then it makes for a great experience for the fans.
How did you get NC State to come here?
You got to know somebody that knows somebody. But it's going to be a home and home type deal. You know, I would love for any of our local Power 5, you know, in close proximity of our state, I would love for all of them to come through. It's great preparation for us. It's great for the women's game. And our program historically is used to playing Power 5s and having great battles. I want to bring that nostalgia back to ODU. And that's what my boss, Dr. Wood Seelig, you know, he would love to see that. Our fans in this community is used to that. Our players come from Power 5 experiences. They're used to that too. So why not bring that back and rekindle that flame?